guys, what's up? It's Being Ben, and welcome to my new episode.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550.
Today's video is going to be about me reviewing my motorcycle, just so that you guys know what I'm driving, and also people who are in the market for a new motorcycle and are interested in purchasing an XSR900, that you guys know the cons and pros about the motorcycle itself. So I have a 2018 Yamaha XSR900, and if you guys know much information about these XSRs or have already seen them in the dealership, you will see that there's a couple aftermarket parts already on the motorcycle here. There's not too many, there's about 3, but yeah, I'll get into the aftermarket parts first, and then I'll go more into the details like specs and all that of the bike. So first, I got these bar and mirrors here. They were normally attached up here, they kind of came up and out. I just personally didn't really like the way they looked. And these bar and mirrors I can't really see as good as I used to be able in the other ones, but they look a lot nicer. The next one is hold on, I gotta bug him out. I'm like, get the hell out of here. Is the rear tailpipe delete kit. Basically, it used to come out here, and then the license plate would be all the way down here. This way, you got this LED strip up here, and your license plate is still visible, so you won't get as much tickets. And last but not least is the Yoshimura R77 full exhaust system. So this one actually came with the motorcycle when I bought it. This was supposed to be a demo bike, but I purchased it before they put it out for demo, and I already had exhaust on it, so they sold it to me with the exhaust, which is pretty awesome. But if you have this bike or looking to purchase one, I definitely recommend investing in this pipe because it sounds amazing. I'll actually show you guys a clip later on here to how it sounds. But you can get the slip-on or you can get the full exhaust, but this is the actual full exhaust. But yeah. So a little bit of the specs about this motorcycle. So basically, as you guys already know, it has 900 cc's. It has about 115 horsepower. I'm not 100% sure if that's to the wheel or to the engine. Don't quote me on that exactly. And then it also has 65 foot-pounds of torque. So I'm coming off a Yamaha Bolt, which is a cruiser, and this is honestly a massive upgrade for power. Like power-wise and also weight-wise, it's a massive upgrade. Like this weighs 420 pounds wet, I believe. My old motorcycle is close to 500 pounds. So this is a lot lighter, and it's a lot easier to ride. Yeah, it also has this 3-cylinder inline engine. But yeah, that's about all I can remember off the top of my head for spec-wise. And yeah, sorry if the bike looks a little bit dirty. I tried to clean it the best I could the other day, but it looks like I didn't dry a couple areas, so it's still kind of dirty. But yeah, what I do like about this bike a lot is the electronic side of it. There's a lot more upgrades when it comes to the electronic sides compared to my old motorcycle. Guys, I moved my motorcycle over because there was a guy playing soccer there. He was kind of giving me dirty looks. So yeah, there's a lot more electronical aspects to this bike compared to my old bike, which I like a lot. Like, for example, I'll show you here. So here you got, like, it shows the full RPM scales, also how much gas you have in your gas tank. My old motorcycle didn't actually show that. You also have your kilometers driven, and then your speedometer, obviously how fast you're going. You can navigate between these options. Odometer again, you got time, you got the outside air temperature, you got the oil temperature, and then I guess how much fuel you're using. Now there's information about regarding that, like fuel wise. Out here in Canada, I spend around $14 a full tank of gas, and that lasts me like 300 kilometers, somewhere around there. Now, some of the controls on a motorcycle, so you obviously have your start and stop. That's your emergency stop. You got your key ignition in there. You can switch to 3 different modes on this motorcycle. So you have the standard mode, which I use the most often because that's just like the medium power, like in between the 3, sorry. and then you have A and B mode. The easiest way to remember these is the way they taught me at the dealership is like B is for boring mode, so it's gonna reduce your throttle sensitivity, and you're just not gonna be able to like rip it as fast, I guess, and more like traction control wise. A standard is just kind of in between. It's like a normal throttle sensitivity and nothing too intensive. It doesn't save as much gas as like the B mode would. And then A stands for awesome, I guess. That's what they taught me, and that's gonna give you like full throttle sensitivity, and you're gonna be able to pop some wheelies really easily with that. And like most things, you don't really notice when you switch from like regular mode to sport mode, but in this bike, I really notice it. Like I used to have a car that had a sport mode and like the regular mode, obviously, and like I would not really notice the difference when I switch from like normal to sport mode, but on this bike you will notice a difference. Like it pops a lot more when you're in A mode. Some more other options here. I'm gonna switch this back before I forget. You got the lights, obviously. You got your traction control. So traction control 1 and 2, and you can turn it off also if you hold it up, I believe. Yeah, it turns it off. I don't really know what the difference is between 1 and 2, so I'm not 100% sure. Fucking bug. You got your signal lights as well. Now, for you guys that are like curious as to why my signal light's flashing so fast, it doesn't normally do that when like on the normal stock XSRs. It's just because I changed the real tail lights, and I didn't buy a proper plug to it's like an adapter that makes the flash slow. So that's the only reason. There's nothing wrong with it. I just, I actually like it flashing fast, so I don't really mind it. You have a very, very small storage compartment here. Basically, you get your key and then you go under here, and then you pop the seat off like this. And then from here, you just got, I don't know, all your wiring, I guess. And this little compartment, I just put my registration and insurance in here. There's nothing else you can really keep in here other than that. But pros and cons about the motorcycle, in my own opinion. Pros, I'll go with the pros first, because I don't want to. Who wants to hear the bad things first, right? So good things about the bike, I've driven how much? I think 2,000 kilometers almost, which is pretty decent. And I'm still not bored with the bike. I'm still kind of actually like kind of intimidated by it, especially when you go into that A mode and you want to drive as fast and stuff. It does get scary in the first like 1, 2, and 3 gears, because it still wants to pop that wheelie. Another pro is, honestly, I just love the look of it. It looks a little short. It is pretty short compared to other bikes, but I just like the way you can maneuver. It's really easy to maneuver with it. It's light. It's 420 pounds wet. It's super easy to maneuver and pass people if you want, or just take turns really quick. But overall, like the pros, I love everything about it. Compared to coming from a cruiser, this is a massive upgrade for me, and honestly, I'm really happy with my purchase, and I do recommend, if anyone's interested in buying a new motorcycle and is considering the Yamaha XSR, I definitely recommend it. It's an amazing bike. Couple of the cons. So there are some things that, they don't like prevent the joy of riding the motorcycle or anything like that. Just little nitpicky stuff. One thing I do wish it had is like LED light heads, or light bulbs, sorry. Just because like the bulb lights, it just, it's that old like yellow style, and I just feel like, I don't know, having LED lights in there would make it look a lot cooler. Also another thing I kind of notice sometimes that bothers me is like, it's just my OCD kicking in at this point. It's nothing major, like it doesn't affect efficiency. It's like, why is the gas cap not in the middle of the bike, right? It's like kind of to the side. And same with the speedometer. Like I said, it doesn't affect the efficiency or anything. It's just little nitpicky stuff. But yeah, I just don't really understand that. And if you want to go on adventure riding all the time and at high speeds, you will feel a lot of the wind coming at you. So when I'm traveling at higher speeds, I really have to tuck myself, like literally lying on the bike, because the wind is just ridiculous. You can get it all in your chest, but that's with all sport naked bikes. So there's nothing really much you can do, right? Other than if you buy like a windshield thing. But I don't really, I don't really like the look of the windshield on this motorcycle, but there is that option if you really want to. For a little cruise around here, and you guys can hear how it sounds like with this exhaust. Rev it up a little bit for you guys here. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear it, but here it goes. Is it neutral? Yeah, it is. But yeah, like, it's so easy to maneuver. Like, look, see, it's like so light. Alrighty guys, that's basically the video for today. I just wanted to do a little review on my motorcycle, just so you guys know what I'm driving, if you're curious, and if anyone's interested in purchasing a Yamaha XSR, you guys kind of know more details about it. But yeah, until next time guys, I really appreciate you guys watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Yeet!